Oh, that's cool. What is that?
It's a drawing that I'm doing for a class that I'm in. This is for a POI project, and I'm making it on the Black-Footed Ferret, which is an endangered species.
That's endangered?
Yeah, it was actually also considered extinct for 3 years as well.
Why is this species endangered?
It's got a pretty interesting history, and like most things, we can blame it on colonialism.
Goddamn colonialism.
Basically, the black-footed ferret and the prairie dogs are very interconnected species. And then when European settlers came overseas to, start setting up shop around here, like they do,
They do.
they saw all these prairie dogs and they were like, oh my god, they're eating all our grass, they're digging up all our farms, these are pests, we have to kill all of them. But the problem with that is the black-footed ferrets really only just eat prairie dogs. They just eat prairie dogs. So
wait, they're carnivorous?
Yes.
They're
They're
carnivorous?
They're tiny little carnivores.
Aww.
Yeah, you
Adorable.
can add that.
Wait, what did they say?
They only eat prairie dogs.
Prairie dogs?
Mm-hmm. Well, they eat a few other things too, but that's like 90% of their diet is prairie dogs.
Is that because that's like the only thing they could capture, or the reason behind that?
I don't know why. Honestly, they can capture other things. They others like small mammals sometimes when they can't find prairie dogs.
Huh.
But yeah, it's really their main diet is prairie dogs. And so when the settlers came and were like killing all these prairie dogs, they were like, in a spot of trouble because now their main food source is getting killed by all of these farmers. And it was only until conservation efforts to preserve, the natural habitat here sort of became more prevalent that scientists were like, shoot, these are actually really important to the entire grassland ecosystem. We really need black-footed ferrets here.
And they've got some pretty interesting ways that they're going about it, too.
Oh, yeah, like what?
They're actually delving into some cloning technology to bolster up the population, which has its upsides and downsides. Like, because there aren't as many black-footed ferrets out in the wild or in captivity, the gene pool is quite small.
And they're like bolstered by some like frozen cells that were protected by scientists before they were labeled extinct. So like the scientists saw they were gonna like go extinct. They collected a whole bunch of cells from like 5 or 6 female specimens, and then now that they're here, they're taking those cells and introducing them to new ferret like eggs and sort of creating more genetic diversity that way. So they're finding ways, but it is a process. But yeah.
How does it interact with the ecosystem? Like what eats the ferrets?
Mostly larger predators like like coyotes, hawks, larger predators. Dogs eat them. That's how they were rediscovered. And I say rediscovered because in 1979 they were declared extinct. 3 years later, some hunting dog found a black-footed ferret, killed it, brought it back to the farmer, and the farmer had enough wherewithal to realize, hey, that's an extinct species. Why does my dog have an extinct species? And so told the scientists, and the scientists were like, oh my god, there's ferrets here. And yeah, conservation efforts have redoubled.
That's cool.
Oh, that's really cool.